right, man. We're live.
Live.
Oh,
What's going on?
I don't know. Not much, man. Just waiting for people to come in. So we'll just go ahead and kill a little
Oh,
time. I
I
hear an
got.
echo, bro.
Hold on. I had to shut it off. The speaker. We got two people waiting. I think that's for me and
That's
you.
us, me and you. Yeah, because I had to pull the chat up. Hey, Adam's here. What's up, brother?
There's Adam. He's our wrench.
That's right. And Adam, if you want to come in, let me know if you ever want to come on, man. I'll send you the link. I know we're friends over at Facebook. So anyway,
Yep.
you
Yep.
went and what you went and did something today, right? A sink or something or a garbage disposal? Hi, Cindy.
Uh, well, one of my best friends, he was thinking it was his actual drain that was leaking, and it wasn't. It was the faucet that was dripping down on the drain and then down on the floor, and I recommended him to change that out. So I basically did that for him. He's not really a handy guy.
Yeah,
So,
that's
but
cool. You had some fun.
before that, uh, I sold two gloves on OfferUp, and we'll get in that here in a little bit. And that I had there was a curbside on both items, and the curbs was the storage little storage cubby hole like dresser, and
Yeah,
sold that too. So
right on. Hey,
chick
Nathan, what's up, man? How's your mom doing?
chick pickers here too.
Yeah, hey, Valerie. Hey, hey, Nathan, how's your mom doing? We've been praying for her. I hope everybody else has been praying for her. I know we have. How's she doing? She doing a lot better? Hey, Valerie, how you liking your vacation? Been watching your videos. I like your hair color, man. You dyed it, didn't you? Colored it. Looks nice on you. So anyway, you I hope though Nathan's mom's all right. She's doing better.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
so you went and fixed the guy's sink, packing up all your goodies. I saw that. Have you decided how you're going to ship them, Valerie? I know you were contemplating box size and all that. Um, I hope you're going to be able to get it back. You know, it's not going to be too costly. Um, so back to that guy with the sink. I know you got that done, and then you said, "Oh, she's not doing well. We now have her out of ICU and now in a room." Well, at least she's out of intensive care, Nathan. So God bless, man. He's got her out of intensive care. Now we just got to trust him to take care of the rest, brother. We'll keep praying for your mom. Trust me, man. We're going to keep praying for your mom hard. 91, yeah. Hey, it looks like Adam needs you to come fix his faucet. A mix of gray and blonde. I didn't know you had gray hair. It must be the lighting because you don't look blonde when I watch your Valerie. When I watch your the listing challenge and the posh talk, your hair looks like a light or a brown. So good color on you. Hi, Thelma. Hope all's going well with you. Um, yeah, now we got to go send you to Adam's place. Go fix this thing.
Yep, I could fly down there, fix it, replace it.
Yeah.
It's all
So
those years working at the hotel. That's where I got my experience. So
right on. I didn't do anything today but sleep.
that's cool. Did what?
Sleep.
So what did you sell for the week?
What did I sell for the week? I'm sorry. I'm reading up.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
reading the chat here. I'm trying to get caught up on the chat. I can't do too many things, so I'm not a multitask guy.
You're not a multitask guy.
Yeah. Well, Nathan, we're going to pray that that doesn't happen real soon. We're going to pray that she has a much longer fulfilling life. But like you say, God, when God pulls your number, He pulls your number, man. I mean, you just as long as you're right with the Lord, y'all don't have to worry about it. That's what I figure. I mean, I know my time's coming, but when it does, I'm going with open arms. Son bonding it up. Wow, James went poof for a minute.
I'm right here.
Oh, there he is. Okay, so you asked me about what I sold. This week,
Hold on,
I
Chris
sold.
is here actually. Liquidation
Chris?
Ohio.
Hey, Chris, what's up, man?
What's going on? How are you? Good to see
You know,
you.
Chris, if you want to come on, all you got to do is say something, and we'll send you the link. Anybody can come on if they want. All we're doing is talking about our sales, daily life, what's going on, and then usually ends up in a rant at the end or some storytelling. But James had asked me what I'd sold. I didn't do anything on eBay. I know I listed some more items, but on Poshmark, I sold a pair of Crocs. I sold a cross necklace that has these little crystals in it, and it's got a lab created ruby in the center on a sterling silver chain. I sold that, and I sold a pair of women's jeans. First time for me, you know. Hey, Elizabeth, Makeup Zombies here.
Was that on Posh?
Yeah, that was on Posh. I didn't do. I don't know what's going on over at eBay. I just put the stuff up and then I cross-listed over there. And now I'm gonna be doing a video here soon, showing how to use the eBay importing tool over at Buyer's Choice Auction Ellen's site.
Okay.
So I already did a video showing how to, when you log in, the things you have to set up for like your shipping charge, your preset stuff. But I'm going to do one to show how you can do the import and the best way to save it so that everything doesn't go to everything else category. And so we're going to do that. So, man, Valerie, you sold 28 items while on vacation.
Shit, that's
nice. Man,
nice.
you crushed it, girl. You crushed it.
I'm lucky to sell 28 items in a year.
Man. Yeah, that's pretty good, man. 28. Yeah, Thelma says she's selling down jackets already. I would imagine it's time to start doing it because winter's like it's not really cold here in Texas, but it's cold. It's starting to chill up in other places. So yeah, that's cool. How about anybody else? Anybody else have any sales on eBay or Poshmark or any other venues? I know some people, I don't know, some people do real good. Some people like me, it's just kind of like tagging along. You just keep muddling along into it, Hey, Anita's here. Hi, Anita.
Hello, Anita.
So anybody else get 28 sales like Valerie? I only had 3. So I don't even think that constitutes counting for anything, really. Anybody else crushing it? Yeah, and Nathan doesn't do Poshmark. And Elizabeth Makeup Zombie, she's got them. Oh man, I'll tell you, if you guys, I buy jewelry. All right, it's a sickness, and somebody turned me on to Elizabeth's channel, Makeup Zombie, and I got to tell you guys, if you think like bidding gets crazy, man, you got to go over there because it's like this. You got to say want in the chat, and she's got like 3 mods that verify who says one first, and it goes off of Carlos to her husband. He puts his thumbs over the bag, and if he moves his thumb, that's when you got to say one. I'm telling you, man, it's cutthroat over there. Them ladies kicked my ass. I took a beating. I mean, I got a few items, but man, it's crazy. If you guys want to try some cutthroat buying, go on over there to Makeup Zombie, and on Sunday she does her auctions. It's like called Jewelry Showcase. So, and I think I have her link in the description. I may. I don't know. If not, I'll have to put it there. Yeah, so I did get great stuff from Elizabeth's auctions. I started going through it. I wanted to check it all out first and everything, but you know how it goes with me. One day it's one day I'm kicking butt. The next day I'm tired and I just don't feel like doing anything. Wow, Nathan, is that 40 sales or 40 listings? 40 sales probably.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Vanessa's here. Hey, Vanessa.
Hello, Vanessa.
Yeah, Elizabeth is. Well, there's two Elizabeths that have come. Well, there's one other Elizabeth that comes in here on sometimes on the chat, but Makeup Zombie, her name is Elizabeth. Go, go click on her next to her name, guys, and go to her channel and book, subscribe, and set the little ringy. If you want to get into some jewelry craziness, man, you got to go over there because I'm telling you, if you don't have a quick submit finger, like hit the button like a trigger finger, you're out, man. You snooze, you lose. Because I had a hard time just trying to figure out if Carlos moved his thumbs or if that was a muscle twitch or if that was the signal. And finally, I kind of picked up on it and I got some really cool pieces. So going over there, actually, anybody that's in here, man, you need to go check all these other people out. You need to check out Thelma Thrift's channel. She does really good reviews. She does jewelry jar openings, and she talks about all the other stuff that she finds and she sells. Anita's got a great jewelry channel. If you want to learn something about jewelry, you need to go over there. Um, Thanks, Adam, for putting Elizabeth's channels in there. Um, Nathan's got a really cool channel. He hasn't been doing too much videos lately, but I think that's because kind of worried about his mom, as we all are. So, but go over there and check out Red Nickerson Resales. I know everybody in here knows everybody, but I know this video is going to show later, so that's why I'm saying all this stuff. So to make sure that everybody that's watching that's new to this channel that comes afterwards, we'll go and check you guys out. Liquidation Ohio. I can't say enough about Chris. He got me hooked on. Damn, he got me hooked on liquidation.com. I've done pretty good with it. Done not too good with it. I do real good with the Sony returns for the headphones, fixing them and getting them to sell. So go watch, click and check out Liquidation Ohio, Chris. He talks about his thrift buys, liquidations, his sales, how things are going, how he fixed stuff. So, I don't know if Vanessa has a channel. I'll have to go check. And then KatyTrader. James doesn't do too many videos, but he's going to start doing the curb pickups again and the curb hauls, I know. So you want to keep an eye on his channel. And then I don't know about Cindy Rod. I don't know if she has a channel, so I'm gonna have to go check that myself. And I know Valerie Chick Picker. She's got a killer channel. She does posh talk. She does listing challenges on Sunday. I think she does one on Wednesday, and it gets crazy over there, man. Wow. So.
Oh, Thelma Thrift says I need to do more KatyTrader. Maybe I might do a live curb pickup or something.
Oh, that'd be cool, man.
Do like a ride along, curb pickup kind of thing. I think that would be fun.
Hey, Vanessa, just for anybody that doesn't know, if that's all you do is posh, put your posh closet there in the chat. Anybody that's doing posh, I always say, hey, look, I'll follow you and I'll share your closets. I'm usually behind in sharing some closets, but I'm trying to get caught up. Go ahead and put your closet handle in the chat here. I'll help everybody just so anybody coming along later on that watches this video can come and check out all our closets and help us make a gazillion sales.
Taco stacks.
Butterfly Kiss J. Is it Butterfly Kiss J or Butterfly Kiss? I put my Posh up there at Gumby Butt. So
I'm gonna have to watch this guy named Taco Stacks. I guess he does curb pickups too.
well, you know, I've gone over and I've watched I've seen them, but I haven't watched them. It keeps going in my feed, and I'm gonna have to go and watch them because I think that'd be interesting. You can learn something. Okay, so it's Butterfly Kiss J. All right, Butterfly. I love my son Jeremy. Cool, man. That's cool, Vanessa. Yes, yes, Elizabeth. That is a poop hat that I'm wearing. Since since I collect caps, okay, and I've got a decent collection here, and I got a decent collection back in California. And I saw this poop hat on Poshmark, so I think the guy wanted like 21 or $24, and I did the one thing that we all complain about. I lowballed him at 10, and I really wanted to pay no more than 15. So and then with the shipping, it would have been the 21. I didn't want to pay like $30 for shipping for the cap. So I think I got it for $15 plus the 6 shipping. Um, I like it. It's brand new. It had the cardboard in it. I took it out. He's got another one up. Let me go see if I can find out the guy's name that's selling. So if anybody wants a poop emoji hat, I'll be right back. Go ahead, James.
All right, take it from there.
Take over while I go find out this guy's name.
So I'll just show you a little bit of what I sold. I picked up let's see if I can show it on the phone. It's like a cubby cabinet kind of thing. I picked this up on the curb. It's just actually the guy on our street was moving, and it's an IKEA cube organizer. What Angie said? Picked that thing up for free. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Right there. And we were actually going to use it for our daughter's bedroom, refinish it. But she's like, yeah, I'm getting a little too old, and I want something a little nicer. So I ended up putting it on OfferUp. Sold it for $40. She's like, oh wow, it was worth $40. I was like, well, to somebody it was. So then I had 2 baseball gloves that I had on OfferUp too that I have there. Sold those for $20 actually today.
Right on.
And on my one eBay sale, it seems like I get like one sale. Of course, I need to only have 12 listings, and I need to get more up there. But I sold the Nintendo DS with 8 games. Angie picked it up at Pennywise for $40. I ended up selling it for $102.
That's nice.
So I doubled my money with that. It was pretty good.
Hey, Adam just posted up there, you guys. Don't forget tonight, MSP auction show will be done long enough so everybody can go get something to eat, get your libation for the auction. You need to go over and check out John. He's always got great stuff, and we need to support him and Whitney, because they're going to start. They're going to start foster parenting. So that's a noble cause. So, and it's always good when you got extra love, that you can share around, to other kids that need it. So go on over, man, and make sure you guys. I'll be there. I don't know if I'm going to buy anything because Angie's kind of got me on a auction buying diet because I was supposed to be selling, but I'm starting to buy again. So I promised her I wouldn't bid on anything, but I don't know. If I find something Mama Chelly wants, I'm going to buy it for her. And for Makeup Zombie, as for anybody that wants a poop hat, I'm not sponsor. I don't sponsor this guy, or he's a guy. I found a poop hat. He's the only one selling it. I've just posted up his. I just put it in the chat. That's his closet. Okay, and he's got one up there now. I don't know how fast it takes him to do the offer thing or go back and forth, but I know it was at least a day. I think you get like 3 days on Poshmark. I'm not sure. But if you go there and you decide to buy the poop hat, let them know, hey, another posher turned me on to you, Gumpy Butt Bud, but I found about you on his YouTube channel. So, maybe he can get on over here and we could get him to talk about, how his sales are going and his strategies. Because, look, guys, most of what this chat's about, chewing the fat, we want to talk about everything and whatever anybody wants to talk about. Anybody that wants to come on, I'll send you the links. And yeah, I know a couple of people I like to send that hat to too, Vanessa. I do, a couple, but I mean, it needs to look more like real poop instead of this. But it's to kind of like help everybody, share information, help us grow. Because my main goal is I want to see everybody succeed.
We're all
That's
friends
it.
and family around here.
That's right. This is a great community, great people. I mean, some of you have been following my story with the PLS thing. Some of you put up with my rants. Some of you put up with some of the craziness that I do, or or what I record. Some of you have been very patient with me trying to get other videos up for information that you've been looking for. So everybody's really good here. Everybody's got killer YouTube channels that have them. Now we're learning about the Posh thing. Let's help people grow that. I mean, I'd like to have 28 sales laying on my back. I mean, sleeping. I mean, Valerie did it on vacation.
That's amazing.
I mean, I don't go on I'm on a vacation all the time. And Sissy says that all the time. You're always on a vacation. But I don't know, Red. I don't know, Nathan, if you can come on with your cell phone. I can just try to send you the link. And then if you can't, wait, didn't Dave M. Carboot Picker, didn't he have troubles coming on last week with the phone? But I think that was because he might have been overseas.
Well, see, I'm on the iPad, so there's no reason why he should be on the phone.
Yeah. Hey, Nathan, I'm going to go over and find you in my friends, and I'm going to send you the link. So just give me a minute. Go ahead, James. Take over there, brother.
There should be as long as he has Google Hangout app on his phone, he should be able to do it. I had to load Google app on my iPad to stream it.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have to
click on the link.
Yeah, if you have to do that, Nathan, go ahead and do that. I just sent you the link to come.
He says okay.
Yeah, I just sent you the link, brother. You got it.
So I mean, it could be. I guess that Google works for Android and Apple. So
it must. Well, yeah, Google's like you can look at Google on your Apple phone, so why not?
Yeah.
Cool, man. I can't wait to get Nathan on here. He's had some. I mean, it's been a while since we've even talked with him, and I know last time was he had his glasses. Now that he's had the cataracts removed, I'm be interested in finding out, if his vision is like back to 2020. That's cool, Science is cool, Science is cool, medicine is cool, technology is cool, but it's not cool when they hold it back on us. So I ain't gonna rant, but anyway. Actually, Anita's got a good question. Where do you guys sell more, on eBay or Posh? And I suppose that could be for anybody. But if you're asking, like for me or James, I used to kick ass on eBay until that return mess, and then just sales went down, and I gave up on them. And now I got more sales on Poshmark, but I'm coming back on eBay, but I have had sales on buyerschoiceauctions.com, my business partner's auction site. So yeah, I have had some sales there.
Sold it always seems like you're always shipping stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I sold a bunch. I sold a bunch of ties on Buyer's Choice Auction. I sold a bunch of ties. I sold what do they call them? They're the charging banks. You plug you charge the battery up, and then you take it with you, and then if you're out somewhere, you can. I sold 2 of those on there. It's restarting up, so you gotta work it. I do most of the marketing for it. I send the visitors there. Hey, Elizabeth. but that's where I sell.
I haven't had one sale on Posh yet, but of course I only have like maybe 6 items.
You don't share either.
I mean every once in a while, but I've got so much stuff going on. I need to post more on. I make more of my sales on eBay. So
So Anita, you said your sales are more on eBay. Do you have a Posh closet over there, Poshmark closet? Because I try to keep a record of all the people that sell over there, and I don't have you on my list because I try to support all the resellers in the community. No, I don't have an Etsy store yet, but I'm thinking of opening up an Etsy store for the
so
jewelry.
so on Etsy, is it just all the jewelry stuff? I haven't been there yet.
No, I think well, Etsy when Etsy first came out, there was like eBay, and then Etsy came along, and Etsy was strictly, I think, at the time, all handmade stuff like crafts
Oh,
and
okay.
handmade, like you paint or you make clothes or you do jewelry and stuff like that. And then it kind of got a little crazy, and there was like a lot of Chinese stuff coming up on there. And I think now it's kind of gone back to like, vintage stuff. Like I've seen Shane Rise and Grind. That's another guy you guys got to go check out his channel, man. He's got some crazy videos going on right now about sourcing. But he sold like vintage concert shirts over there for a couple $100.
He's really knocking it out on YouTube
Yeah,
also.
yeah. And the other guy is Global Voodoo, um, Mike. He, man, he's over there at Etsy. He sells vintage stuff over there too, and he does good with the albums. Hey, Glenn, I sent you the link, brother. If you want to come on, come on. It's already there for you. Um, but that's Etsy. I mean, and there's a lot of jewelry over there. It's a big market to compete with. But hey, it is what it is, right? You gotta get on whatever the venues that you can. Like I've got my own website, gumbybuttbutt.com.
Yep.
I sell over there. Sold a couple items off of there. You know, I missed Thomas' video on Posh. Yeah, see, I try to share my closet every 3 hours because I get busy doing other stuff. I share my stuff first, and then I try to go through and I try to share the. Hey, Nathan made it, man, on the phone.
Can you hear
Hey,
me?
yes, sir.
Yeah,
How
we
you
can
doing?
hear you, man.
All right, let me do something else here. All right, hold on just a minute. I'm not real good at some things in life, but I try real hard what I got to deal with. I do the best I can. All right, we ready?
Right
How
on.
y'all
So
been?
we've been doing pretty good. How about you?
Oh, well, other than mama, I guess. No, I actually tell y'all the truth. I'm going to be right honest with y'all. Always been honest with me. I ain't been feeling too well lately.
Oh,
And
wow, Nathan. Sorry to hear that.
yeah, and I was up there seeing my mom the other day, and there's one of them nurses up in there, and she heard me wheezing because I wheeze a whole lot. I'm one of them wheezers.
Uh-huh.
And I thought it was asthma, and she said, well, got talking a little bit more, and I said, my legs swell up real bad some days, my feet and
Uh-huh.
legs. And she said, yeah. I said, now I have all these bug bites all over me that, uh, you know, I think bug bites, but I don't find no bugs. She said, well, that could be nerves.
Oh,
She said,
wow.
you really need to get checked out. I said, okay, no problem. So me and my sister, we're the one, I got two sisters and one brother, and me and one of my sisters, we are like this. We live a half a mile apart and we get along great. The other two, well, oh well, that's just the way life goes. But So I went to the doctor yesterday after doing what they call the fasting. You know that means you ain't eating nothing, no drink nothing, whatsoever in like 8 or 10 hours. That's much bullshit. Excuse my
Yeah.
language. I shouldn't have said that. But other than that, so I went to the doctor and she checked me out, checked my feet, and she said, "You have really good pulse in your feet." So I don't know that that's going to be a problem because the other lady said it might be COPD. You know that COPD?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she checked my lungs and everything. And first thing she did when she walked in there, she looked at me. It's a lady I've been going to for a while. She says, "You sure are pale."
Uh-huh.
And the last few days, I have been so tired, I haven't done anything, you know. And, well, I can't say I ain't did anything. I've got 800 something listings on the board and selling pretty good, but I've really been sleeping a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So she checked me out and they did the blood draw and all that kind of stuff, you know. I cried just a little bit, but you know, that's all of it. But she gonna check that out, and I got to go back up there this week, and she'll tell me what's going on and all that. But she thinks I'm anemic, if whatever that means.
Iron deficiency.
Yeah, that's what she said too. Iron.
Yeah, that's what makes you anemic is you have an iron deficiency.
Okay. Well,
But
then
men can't take as much iron though. Women can like load up on iron. Men can't. At least that's what I was told. Men can't take a lot of iron, but you should have that tested, man, to find out where you need to be in, and they could put you on a supplement.
well, what they're doing, they did that blood test. They checking everything from cholesterols to, you know, right on up to the other end, I guess, because I want to ask them about thyroid. She said, "Well, we have one set we do cost this much, and one set we do cost this much." Okay. Yeah. They ain't much difference between $32 and $52.
Wow.
So I'm a member of what they call Pro Health. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but I pay $34.99 a month. Okay, got them every month. My office visits are $12. I get a free flu shot, and I think there's a couple other shots I get every now and then for free. You know, like pneumonia, you know, all that's covered. And it's pretty neat plan, you know. That I feel blessed to have it. You can't get insurance that cheap.
No, you can't. And I got to tell you, Nathan, I mean, I don't know if you guys have been watching my dealing with PLS videos, but I encourage everyone, man, don't do what I did and self-diagnose yourself or think, hey, you know, it's a little pain. I've had that pain for years. Man, go get the stuff checked out at the doctors. So, you know, I don't like having to take pills all the time. I mean, the way to say it, I don't like taking pills. I don't like it being forced on me. But the deal is this. I didn't know that there's a chance that I didn't know that they had in the last video. I said, I didn't know that they had the pill or an infusion that could extend the symptoms or slow down the progression of what I've got. Because for the last 12 years, I didn't go see a doctor. So I try to take care of it myself. So Nathan,
you know who I've been trying to take care of for the last 15 years.
I know, but make sure you make yourself to the doctor and mama.
But I've had people tell me all along, you need to also take care of yourself.
Yeah.
But I didn't, you know, listen, you know, I hear things and they go in here and they come out over here somehow and I don't do it, and that's just the way it is.
Well, then put some cotton on the side where it comes out that side. Put some cotton there, because you need to take care of yourself, Nathan. We need you to stay in the community, and we need mama to be taken care of, and so she's getting the right medical treatment and all that. You know, and I'm gonna pray that your tests come back negative on a lot of stuff, on everything, man. That it's just a supplement deficiency. That's all with you. I'm praying.
She's okay. Let's. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. All right. I have been taking care of my mama, and I'm not complaining. Hell no, not, excuse my language again, but no, I'm not complaining at all. It ain't been easy, but would I do it again in a heartbeat, you know? So I have been telling my sister, which lives half mile from here, and the other one we don't never see, so we ain't got to worry about the other two. They won't come down here. They don't like me, but oh well, who's taking care of mama, you know? Yeah. And they stole from her and everything else. And,
oh my!
But you gotta love them because of your family and our brothers and sisters in Christ and all this kind of stuff. And they go to that church every time the door's open, but they ain't got enough sense to know that God knows what they do.
Yep.
You know, that's, to me, that is, how can you believe that something knows everything you have and then you go out and do stuff to your mother, and it says right there in the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not do your mama wrong. Well, it ain't said quite like that, but it does in my redneck Bible, you know.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, you know, it's like I get you guys aren't going to believe it, like the amount of emails and messages I get calling me all kinds of stuff, and they always are bashing Christians and this and that. I'm getting kind of tired of it. And,
you think I really give a damn what people think about me?
No, I don't.
I'm going to love my Jesus Christ, whether you like it or Sam or anybody else likes it, because it's like this. They ain't but one person you got to prove anything to in your life, and that's him. You know?
You're preaching to the choir. Okay. The point I was going to make was when you were talking about how they go to the church, and, you know, God, the thing I try to tell everybody is God doesn't judge you by, you know, I do this for the church or I go do this. No. He judges your heart. He goes by what's in your heart. That's what he looks at. He don't look at the rest of it. He don't care you bought a car for somebody or you gave a house to somebody or you give to charity or this and that. You know, he just cares about what's in your heart. I mean, that's what happened during the time of Noah. You know, Noah, the name Noah translates to grace. And back then, you know, what did it say in the book? God judged the land and the people by their heart. That's what he judged, by their heart. And the only ones that he found at the time was Noah, his wife, and his 3 sons. That their heart, you know, and he gave Noah hey, go ahead, you man. Better build this boat. Better be a big boat we're building, because I'm going to be flooding the place. And, you know, it's kind of like when they closed that door on the boat and all the people were screaming, they wanted in, you know, it doesn't work with God. It's better late than never stuff.
Well, you know, it's going to be like, it's going to be talking about, not to interrupt you, but you're talking about shutting that door. That day my Jesus comes back through the clouds, it's going to be like shutting that door. It's going to be too late. Katie, bar the door. There she is.
Exactly.
That's my opinion. That may not be the right opinion, and maybe we shouldn't be talking about religion, but maybe I don't really care.
Well, you know what? I said that the channel, when we first started these chats, that we weren't going to talk politics and religion. But you know what? You're going through something right now, and it's very close to you, and it means something to you. So, you know, you're on here, man. If people don't want to hear it, you know, it's just like if people don't want to hear it, they can leave. You know, I mean, it's.
And if they want to know my politics, they can just go my Facebook.
Yeah, you know, you talk about politics. I got to tell you, man. I had a friend on Facebook, and he was a good high school friend, and he ended up being diagnosed with cancer, and he was going through a rough time with cancer, and he died, and we all kind of got together, us from the same class year, and supporting his wife and all that. And lately, I just got tired of some of the stuff that was being posted on Facebook, so I counter posted with my stuff, and the next thing I know, after all the support we've given her, his wife, she comes back and posts in one of my threads, one of my posts, that she's tired of this, the negative that I post. I don't post nothing negative. I just share stuff, and she's tired of this frump loving asshole. I'm done with him. And then she unfriended me. And I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. Whatever you want to do.
I've had family members that unfriend me, but I really don't care.
Yeah.
That's just the way I feel, But the only thing I'll go on that and say is one thing. When we can't take care of our veterans, the way we're taking care of our illegals is a crock of what you got on top of your head, that cap.
The poop emoji?
Yes.
The poop hat? Yeah.
Yes.
The poop hat.
Because people have fought and died for this country for how many years?
Yeah.
Many. And don't get me started on that. Let's go back. People want to know how many I sold. I sold, where it says last 24 hours, I've sold 7. And let me see, 31 days. It ain't going to be good because I ain't did a lot of listing. 31 days. 188. Ain't too bad, but it's not like I'm used to. I'm used to about.
You had how many sales?
In the last 31 days, 188.
Oh my God, I probably had 188 in the last year.
I'm usually about 250, 300 at least every month, but
dang,
I ain't really been. I've been tired a lot,
Yeah, those are great sales, man.
My friend came over here today, and he been getting on me lately. He told me, he says, let me tell you something. We've been friends a long time. He said, I see all these Dr. Pepper bottles around your house. You really need to be quit doing that. He said, you need to go get you a Brita and a filter, because I told him I didn't like to taste our water here. He said, get your Brita and get your filter. I said, well, I ain't got to go nowhere. He said, what? I said, yeah, I got filter and Brita right in there listed. All I got to do is put it on there, take it off the internet. And he said, well, why ain't you done it? So he said, you need to start drinking a lot more water instead of all that Dr. Pepper. So I consider that a friend. Most people wouldn't say a damn word, wouldn't care one way or the other. So, and that, I don't know if he's right or not. I don't know nothing about a whole lot of nothing, but I've not had a lot of big sales. I've had a lot of fast sales, but I've made real good, like this Mystic belt. I sold it. It took about a month to sell it, but I sold it for $50 and I found it like $10. But a lot of things I've been selling has been like $10 for a pack of 2 headlamps, the little ones. Yeah. But they ship for, and I get easily $10 or more a piece. And baby stuff. All right. Like breastfeeding and like latches. Okay. Yeah. To keep from opening, the kids from opening the doors or something, And anything with Prince Lionheart on it. Okay. All that stuff sells. It sells good, sells fast. If you find any makeup unopened, always check it. Always. Unless you know it's a Revlon or, something that ain't good, On your hair products, women's hair products, check most of them too. Redken is not that great, and you got your Clairols, and you know what that is. But sometimes the Clairol, how I want to put it, the hair colors, they'll bring good money. And you can find this stuff almost anywhere. Okay, people ain't thinking about that. Okay, so and then so two of the things I have found, and they've been gone for a couple of months, was a 2 bottles, 8-ounce Redken bleach, hair bleach. Okay. They had 99 cents a bottle on them. I sold both bottles to the same person for a total of $71.42 a piece.
Wow.
And I paid the shipping, which I didn't mind doing, And a few months back, I was at a yard sale. I haven't been going to a lot lately. But I was at a yard sale and found this box that had never been opened of Chanel powder. Wow. Women's Chanel powder. Excuse me. And I kept it for quite a while. And I finally sold it. The lady offered me $80 for it. But when I was at the garage sale, I asked the lady how much she wanted for it. She said, I'll take $5. I said, okay. But another thing I'm going to tell the eBay people, I don't know about the Posh and all that kind of stuff, but use that eBay app. Learn to use it and use it to the best of your ability. Okay? Because I very seldom ever buy anything at all, period, without looking it up first. I don't care if it's a shirt or a pair of pants or whatever it may be. It gets looked up, to see. I bought 4 of these stage lights the other day, and they look like they sell for about $80, and they're in used condition and parts only and everything. And from what I see on there, they sell for about $80, and I have bought 4 of them for $2.99 a piece, $2.99 a piece. You never know what you're gonna get until you go look. I've never had nobody to come to my house and here's something that you can sell for $100. I only want $3 for it, and you have a nice day. I've never had that happen to me. Never, ever. I wish it would, But you got to go look, and you never know. Okay, back to what I was saying earlier in the chat. I found 2 things yesterday. This was $2.99. I don't know if y'all can see that way, but
nice shirt.
It's a rain spooner. I bought it because it's my size, but somebody wants it, they can get it. I ain't got about 40 rain spooners down there. But I looked through I found that right off the bat. And then I looked through about 200 other shirts. Found nothing. Because I looked for Mizzen in Maine. Mizzen in Maine is $50 that quick. I've never found hardly any Robert Graham. Okay. This here, what did I pay for it? I paid $5 for it. I may not get nothing much out of it or not, but it's a pro player, Miami Heat. I looked them up. There ain't but like 3 of these type on there. So I don't sell a lot of clothes, but I will pick up clothes when I need it. I would rather sell stuff like this. I don't know if y'all can see real well. That's $15. The lady gave it to me for 99 cents. Okay,
wow.
I can deal with that. This I bought for myself, just to wear around.
Oh, that's a nice shirt.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. All right, now I'm gonna show y'all one other shirt, and then I'll sit down and be kind of out of y'all's way. See if I can find it. Hard to find something when you got 200 or 300 of them. Got to be in here though. One of my great $3.99 finds.
Oh, he must have gone in the next room.
I don't get much time to go.
Sound like you did, didn't it?
Hey, Nathan's got a lot of knowledge, man.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I would have never thought about women's products like hair dye and the makeup. I know we've got a bunch of nail polish around here that's brand name.
Don't you have
You know,
like
maybe-
50 of them?
Yeah, like maybe that'll
Or
sell.
150
you know?
of them? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I bought that on Blue Lots. I mean, maybe that'll sell. I don't know nothing about nail polish. I never thought about what do you mean, how do I stay organized? Hey, Elizabeth, I'll tell you how I stay organized. I have a caregiver that comes in Monday through Thursday, 8 to 1 now. And James brings boxes down, and then we'll go through the boxes, and we'll say whether it's Goodwill, yard sale, or eBay or Posh, because I'm only dealing with smalls and clothes, stuff that ships easy. I don't do the big heavy stuff anymore like I used to back in the day.
Yeah.
So then you'll put that box under my bed. Then when Nicole comes in the morning, we do whatever it is we got to do for me, the ritual, you know, getting cleaned up and purified and all that. And then she'll say, what do we have for eBay and Poshmark? You got any pictures you need to take or whatever? And she pulls the boxes out from under the bed. We set up the camera on the hospital table like I've got, you know, and we set up the cloth, and she takes the pictures. And thanks, Sherry. I love my hat too. I put a link. I put the guy's thing on where I got it from Posh. I'll put it one more time before we end the show. I know we're not going to stay on real late, guys, but because I don't want to miss John Yarborough, Cincinnati Picker. Remember, MSP auction show, 7 o'clock.
7
We all
o'clock.
got to make sure we're there.
Don't be late.
But like I was saying is she'll take my pictures on my phone, and then when she's done with the pictures and she leaves for the day, when Angie's coming home from work, what I do then is I airdrop my photos to my laptop, and then until Angie comes home, oh, no problem, Sherry. I'll go ahead and put it back up there again. And then when Angie comes home, I'm already processing the photos. I've already comped the items either on eBay or Poshmark. Like Nathan was saying, you got to use the app, okay? You got to use the app, or you at least got to go and check on eBay. And then I always cross-check it against Amazon too, because there's a lot of Prime sellers that are selling them really cheap.
I don't do Amazon no more. I just don't.
So you got to check the eBay app. I know who was it?
Amazon help you with pricing though.
Yeah, who James was telling us that if you use the camera, you can't get on the search. Like when you're out at a yard sale and you want to do a quick comp, you can use the camera to take the picture on eBay, but it won't let you do the sold items. You have to do.
Not to interrupt you, but I could see where my sister just sent me a message. They're moving my mama back to Olive Branch Rehab right now. So that's good.
Okay, that's good. So that means the prayers are working, guys. We got to keep praying for Nathan's mom. Matter of fact, we need to pray for all our moms and dads.
Yes.
Okay, so Mama Chelly could use some prayers. Nathan's mom can use some prayers. I know everybody's mom and dad can use some prayers.
And I don't give a damn how young you are or how old you are. And you may be on outs with everybody, but you need to be telling these other people that's your family members and other people too that you love them.
Yep.
I mean, that's very important in life
Yep.
because you don't never know when you're going to get a chance to do it again.
Yep. No, that's true.
And especially in this world we live in, shit, let's go to Chicago so we can get shot. Not going, no, not going to happen. I ain't lost a dang thing in Chicago. But let me show you this $3.99 fine I found. Okay, first, can you read that? Or
What's that say there, James?
It says, I'll tell you what it says. It says Don Allerson Athletic.
Okay.
Made in the USA.
Yeah.
2X large men's. Okay. I don't think there's a whole lot of these around. Can you read it from there?
13 WrestleMania.
Yeah. 93, 94, I think it was. People, wrestling fans, I sold a miniature wrestling belt one time. I paid $50 for this miniature wrestling belt, but I got 193 off of it. People love that wrestling.
We're wrestlers.
They may not admit it, but they love it. You know, all it is a grown-up soap opera. You know.
Yep.
Really, all it is. And I found out something the other day I didn't know about one of them. The one that they call Kane. I don't know if y'all ever heard of him or not, but
yeah, I know Kane.
Yeah.
Y'all need to look him up a little bit about it. His name is, I think, Glenn Jacobs. Okay.
God, didn't he run for office somewhere?
He won.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I told you that, Mike. Remember?
But you would think you would think he, just by being a wrestler in your mind, a lot of people would think, because I probably did, that he's some small town mayor somewhere. No. He is the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee.
Good for
Knox
him.
County, Tennessee is Knoxville.
Good for him.
That's a pretty big deal.
Good for him.
Yes.
So now he can go around and start choke slamming people.
I've watched him talk. He was an insurance salesman, and the craziest thing I watched on him, they were doing a little interview with him, and he was in a smart car.
Really?
I said, how in the world did he do this? You know? So I used to have this state trooper down here in Pensacola that wrote me a few tickets before. He'd have to unfold when he got out of his car. And when he unfolded and got out of his car, he just write your tickets on top of the hood of his squad car.
Wow.
He must have been 7 foot tall. Oh, yeah. You remember things like that, you know? So,
you know, that's funny because that reminds me when I was stationed in Hawaii at Hickam Air Force Base. I had taken a guy, I was working part-time at the auto hobby shop, and we had closed up. We had been drinking, closing up after we cleaned the place up, and I had to drive. His car was in the shop there for something. So he asked me if I could give him a ride to the other side of the island, near Bellows Air Force Base. So I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Now I'm like 5 sheets into the wind, you know, and I'm driving him to the other side of the island, and now I'm heading home. So I'm driving back around the island that way to get to Hickam Air Force Base. And the blue and red lights went on. And I had open containers in the back. I had another 6-pack on the front seat.
No, we wouldn't do nothing like that.
And this guy lit me up, pulled me over, and when he got out of the car and when he stood at my car, I had a 69 Oldsmobile Cutlass. He stood at the window. All I saw was a belt buckle. He was a big-ass Samoan guy. And he asked me questions. I was, yes, sir, this, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, sir, no, sir, this and that. And he said, I see the empties. Are those empties? And I go, yeah. So he made me get out of the car. He made me pull all the empties out of the car, put them in a trash bag. He said, is that another 6-pack of beer up there? I said, yes, sir. He made me give him the 6-pack. He said, where do you live? I said, I live on Hickam Air Force Base. And he said, I'm going to follow you up to so-and-so point on the highway, on the road going through Oahu, downtown. He said, Waikiki. And then he says, another squad car is going to pick you up, and they're going to follow you to the front gate. If you make it through the front gate, good luck. If you don't, oh well. And I got to the front gate. I was holding my breath. I showed my ID card because it was late at night. I got through the front gate, but there was a cop car behind me all the way to the base.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, but that guy was so freaking huge. I ain't never seen any, and you talk about wrestlers. They, Peter Mavia, his daughter, Prince Mavia, was running the wrestling there in that area in the Pacific. So they came to the NCO club one night. I got to sit down and have drinks. I had beers after the show with Kevin Sullivan, the Prince of Darkness.
I know who Kevin Sullivan is.
I got to have drinks with Rocky Johnson, Rocky's father, Dwayne's father, with the Rocky Johnson. I got to have drinks with him because I remember watching him in South Carolina when I was stationed at Charleston. He used to wear a mask. He was called Sweet Ebony Diamond. And I knew that those 2 bird tattoos he had up here on his chest, I know from previous years of watching him wrestle, that was The Rock. That was Rocky. So when I was telling everybody, that's Rocky Johnson, they're like, you don't know who you're talking. I said, that's Rocky Johnson. That Sweet Ebony Diamond is Rocky Johnson. And so we were having drinks, and Jake the Snake Roberts was there. So we're all sitting at this table. Man, I'm buying beers. We're drinking beers. We're talking wrestling because my dad used to be a pro wrestler back in '53.
Oh, wow, cool.
He used to wrestle in Japan, Guam, the Philippines, and all that to make some extra money before he got into radio. And this kid walks up, like 13 years old, 13 years old, telling his dad, when am I going to get in that ring? He says, you do what they tell you right now. You help take the ring down, this and that. You help the guys move and all that stuff. That's what you're going to be doing. And I looked at him. I said, who's that? He goes, that's my son, Dwayne. I was like, so I've seen Rocky. I've seen The Rock when he was like 13 years old.
But his daddy made him work.
Boy, yeah, his daddy made him work, and he was a tall kid. He was well over the 6-foot mark, man, at that. I mean, he towered me by 1.5 inches. And I was like, wow, man. I mean, that's the stories like that. That's like
you probably may have met the biggest man I have ever shook hands with in my life. In wrestling, but he was a wrestler. His name was Blackjack Mulligan.
Yes, I've seen him live. I've seen him live wrestle.
He shook my hand that day. I went to his wrestling school with a friend of mine down in Orlando. And a friend of mine was in wrestling school, and he just took me along one day. He said, would you like to go? I said, hell yeah, I'd like to go. What are you waiting on, And his fingers came way up him. I mean, it just, Lord of mercy, that man had a hand from. And his sons is Barry and Kendall.
Yeah, and isn't
Barry Windham and Kendall Windham.
Right, but isn't who else? I know somebody else is related to him. James, who is he? The guy that's on WWE now?
Which one?
Bray Wyatt.
Oh yeah.
Well, Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas is brothers.
Brothers, yeah, they are. They're brothers. I know
Mike
that.
Mike Rotundo's sons. Yeah, they belong.
Nathan,
yeah.
Mary's asking for your address. Mary, do you want his home address or what address? Can you see that? The type there, Nathan?
I ain't see nothing type. I just got a big old screen that's got you and Philip and
you don't see the chat?
Oh, I don't see no chat. Where do I see the chat at?
You got to go to my channel on YouTube and then pop out the YouTube, please. His YouTube channel.
Well, I need to turn.
Hold on. We got it. If Adam doesn't get to it before I do, we'll get Nathan's. Go ahead, Nathan.
I don't know how to do that.
Keep telling your whatever you were talking about. I'm gonna
remember I'm old. I got to sign back into my YouTube.
Hold on. I got Nathan's channel coming.
So speaking of wrestling, I met the Great Khali about 4 years ago. So I'm only like 5'8", and that guy could put 3 of me together. His whole hand fit around my whole head. It was crazy.
I remember that picture you sent with him with his hand over your head that was covering your eyes. and everything. It was like wearing a hat.
Yeah. But man, he was massive.
You don't see him much on wrestling anymore. Him or the Big Show. I wonder what's going wrong with him.
I don't know if anybody knows it or not, but he lives here in Houston.
Man, he was massive. I'm going to turn off of that. Okay?
I got Nathan's channel up, Adam.
I'm him. I'm here now. I can see you.
Yeah, but we got your channel up there for them to click on, Nathan.
Oh, well, thank you.
Or what you guys can do is, if Nathan types something in the chat, which he did, Red Nickerson Resell, if you go on there where he posted, you see 3 dots. You click the 3 dots. You click the 3 dots, and then it'll say go to channel, report, remove, user timeout, whatever. It'll say review. It'll say go to channel, and you can go to the channel, and then I suggest you guys go over there and subscribe. Techie vote with you, Nathan. A whole new foreign language. Yeah,
I didn't read no chat. I ain't been dealing with no chat. Me, I have a hard time chewing gum and walking backwards at the same time. So I just do the best I can.
When you talked in wrestling, when the kids were growing up, when we were in South Carolina, Angie was like, I don't know, 4, and Ray was no, he was a little older than that. And Ray was a little older, my son. We took him to the downtown Civic Center, which was an old like theatrical place, and we used to sit up in the balcony, get a bag of boiled peanuts. I get a bag of boiled peanuts and a can of beer. We go sit up in the balcony, and the first row balcony almost had you eye level with the ring, because the rings are tall. And one day, Jake the Snake Roberts was wrestling. I can't remember who he was wrestling. He was wrestling some bad guy. But my wife at the time, Angie's mom, she was a big Jake the Snake Roberts fan. And he was getting all beat up and this and that. And there was a girl down there by the ring that was bad-mouthing Jake the Snake. And my wife didn't like that. So they started jawboning back each other. I had to keep my wife from jumping off the balcony to go down and kick that woman's ass. She was about ready to go down there and start fisticuffing with her. And I'm like, man, you got to chill. I want to come back here, because wrestling was like every Friday night. Every Friday or Saturday night. It was one or the other. It just depended on when the guys were going to come. And it was all the guys. I watched Wahoo McDaniel, Daniel, Ricky Steamboat, The Dragon, Mr. Wrestler 2, Masked Superstar, Jimmy Valiant. There was Lars Anderson, Iron Anderson. No, not Lars. Iron Anderson, and one of the other Anderson brothers. Ole, yeah, Ole, and yeah, that's right. And then there was, like I said, Rock. There was The Rock. There was Ric Flair, and I watched them, and Wahoo McDaniels and Jay Strongbow. All them guys, man, I used to go down there and watch them every weekend. All the good. Oh, and one time I got to watch Abdul the Butcher. That guy was nasty. He took out.
He was Wahoo from Uganda, Mississippi.
Yeah, he took out Wahoo McDaniel's eyeball. He tried to pry it out with a screwdriver. So I've never got to see Andre the Giant live. Never. I can never say that. But I do remember. Hey there, Dwayne. Mothership Products
in
the house.
How you doing, sir?
You just woke up from a nap. If you want to get awake, if you want to get awake and come on a little bit, Dwayne, I did send you the link if you feel about it. But
yeah, man, come on and visit with us today.
In Hawaii, I've seen, like you say, Prince Sullivan, the Prince of Darkness. At the time, well, he turned to the Prince of Darkness, and then there was. I watched Kerry Von Erich fight Ric Flair. We had ringside seats for that. That was a good fight, man.
Them Von Erichs have been through some things in their lifetime.
They have. Who's left?
I don't know if there's even, maybe one of them might be left. I'm not for sure. But they not had problem. They had bad lifetimes.
They've got some. Yeah, they've got some bad luck, man, with them dying or committing suicide.
Yeah, crazy stuff. But
well, you know, wrestling life is not like what it was when my dad wrestled. He was like, it was more that Greco grab and throw type thing
I
and
was
pin it.
more of growing
Other
up.
stuff.
It was more of like Cowboy Bob Kelly, Bullet Bob Armstrong, um, Austin Idol, Ken Lucas, the Hippie Boyettes, and people like that.
I remember Austin Idol.
Yes, and but nowadays I don't think it's the same as it was then by no means. Still enjoyable to watch, and I still watch it, you know. But it's not the same. I like to get on my YouTube and watch old
Yeah.
matches. Yeah, you know. Uh, I never was a Ric Flair fan because he's too much better looking than me, and you know I just didn't like him that much. You know, that's just the way he was. He was arrogant son of a gun. But other than that, you know, that's the ones that I watched. But let me tell you a little story about some wrestling. You're gonna think this is kind of hilarious, but I've been known to do some things that's kind of funny anyway. Me and my buddy live in North Carolina. I lived right outside Boone, North Carolina, in the mountains. And they would have these little bitty wrestling shows, and maybe 100, 200 people, you know, local type deals, you know, where everybody comes out from the sticks, you know,
Yep.
and everything. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all, not even. They may have the front row may be like folding chairs, you know, them steel folding chairs, one of them small ones.
Yeah.
So what we'd do, we would arrive together, but we would park like way away, and one of us, whichever one that wasn't driving, would get down, lay down in the seat, whatever, you know. And when we got there, we'd about paint up like all different colors, the whole bit and everything. And we would go up there, and if it was my friend, he would get out first and go up there by himself. We never went in together, ever, you know. And we'd get in some of the gosh awfulest arguments about his man and my man was better, that these crowd people actually thought we was fixing to fight. It was so much fun and hilarious. Oh, yes. Your man ain't nothing. Well, I'm going to jump on. Well, just come on with your bad self, you know. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was that was fun. But the crowd actually thought that we were fixing to tie up, and that was never in the in the cards.
Cool, man.
And that's where I met Jimmy Valiant, the one that just died not too long ago.
Yeah, Jimmy Valiant, Boogie Woogie Man.
Yeah, and he looked, I hate to say this in a bad way, it's been several years ago, he looked bad. He probably weighed about 90 pounds. And who's the other one, the Rock and Roll Express? Not Ricky Morton, the blonde-headed one.
That's Shawn Michaels.
No, not Rock and
I
Roll.
know you're talking about Rock and Roll Express. I know the two guys you're talking about.
Marty Jannetty and
Shawn Michaels was the they were a team, but I know who you're talking about. The other two guys. There's one with blonde hair and one with dark hair.
And Marty Jannetty. It might have been Ricky Morton, you know, but it's the blonde-headed one. I met him too at a couple of them. They had a lot of that local wrestling. Batista's a big dude. I saw him there, you know. I didn't meet him and nothing like that, you know. But some people they don't want you to meet, and some people they do, you know. I guess it's what they want, you know.
Yeah.
And that's okay, you know. But other than that, I wish I'd know how to share something with y'all, a picture, but I don't know how to do that.
Well, I want to address a question that I don't know if it got answered here. Elizabeth, who was it? Mary asked about what airdrop was. because while you were getting a jacket or getting the WrestleMania,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
while you were getting the WrestleMania shirt,
Yeah.
James and I were talking about. Somebody asked, "How do I get organized?" I told him how I organized, and then I said how I send my pictures from my phone, AirDrop to my laptop. So if you have an Apple product, you can link them all together. Like you can link your desktop iMac to your laptop to your iPhone to your iPad. So when I take the pictures and I do the AirDrop, what that does is it sends a little notice, like it's linked to my laptop because my laptop's fired up. So it'll say Mike's laptop or Mike's Mac or Mac Pro or whatever, and then the little thing will pop up across my screen on the laptop saying pictures coming from your phone, and then it'll load them into download. Then I go to my Finder, I open up download, and then I highlight them all on the download. I highlight them all, and then I go share to my iPhotos, and then and that's how I do it. Now, I mean, if I got to find out why it's just not going straight to my iPhotos, but that's what the AirDrop is, and that's what I do with all my pictures every day. That my caregiver helps me take pictures. So that's what AirDrop is. Now, I don't know if there's something like that for Android or a Windows-based machine. I'm sure there's an app. I mean, God, they got an app for everything. You know, so I would just if you've got an Apple product, as long as you can link them to each other, and whichever one's on. Like if the iPad's on at the same time that the laptop's on, and I go to AirDrop from the phone, it'll light up the iPad and it'll light up the laptop, and then I just choose which one I want it to go to. Yeah, Adam, you're right. Their laptops, I wish they were cheaper. I paid over $1,000 for mine, and that was on sale. And the phones, I'm not buying no new iPhone. I got a 7 Plus, and when the time comes up on the maintenance contract or the lease, I'm gonna keep this phone. I ain't gonna spend no $1,000. If I go to buy a new phone, it's gonna be I'll buy one off of eBay, and then so that's what I'm gonna do.
I got a Cricket.
You got hey, Cricket's a good phone. You know, Adam says, you know what, Adam? I got Dropbox too, but that's where I put all the video footage. Like I keep all my videos that I've processed for upload. When I'm done, I put them in Dropbox, and I save them there. I pay for the year for the 1 terabyte, and then I'll eventually start deleting other stuff. And then I do use the Google Drive. I use that for my spreadsheets to keep it down below that free 15. But here's another bit of advice. We're warning you guys. You get an Apple laptop, and I didn't know this, and I got the 2017 MacBook Pro. And when you go to save stuff, like you would want to put it in documents, and then it'll show desktop and it says iCloud. I didn't want anything in the iCloud. I wanted either in my documents, or I want to put it on a hard drive and save it, or I want to put it in Dropbox. And it wouldn't let me load Dropbox up at the top of the address bar where it normally would be, and I could move stuff there. So it said iCloud. So I was forced to increase my iCloud with Apple at 99 cents a month for, I think it's 500 gigabytes or 250 gigabytes. Whereas $100 for the year, I can get a terabyte with Dropbox. So, you know, I don't know. It's just whatever works for you guys. I used to be a big Windows fan, and then when they stopped supporting XP Pro, which I thought was the sweetest, easiest to use, system on a Windows machine, and they started going through all this crazy stuff and upgrading and doing 8. 7 was cool. 8 sucked. I don't know about 10, or 8.1 sucked. I don't know about 10. When they stopped after 7, I just said, that's it, man. I'm gonna try Apple. I bought an iMac, and James made the comment, you know, once you go Mac, you'll never go back. And he's right, man. I love the Mac products. I run Malwarebytes on it, which is certified for Apple.
Well,
I don't
Windows,
let you open executable files either. So if you're used to running executable files, don't buy an Apple. Okay, with
all
Windows.
the all the Windows 10 has gotten so much better. Windows 10, I think, is more likable than even 7 because they worked out all the kinks in 8. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam, I didn't know. Do they lease? Since when do they lease out Microsoft Office? I didn't know it was leased. You can't buy it outright?
What?
Yeah, you can't buy Microsoft Office outright like Word or Micro. You used to be able to buy Office. Then I'll tell you what, Adam, switch to an Apple, to a Mac. You use Pages. It's just like Word. If you want somebody to see your Word document, I just send Angie my packing slips and everything as a PDF. She prints them out, and it's a case of Ross or Raw. It's done, man. And I just don't mess with the. I mean, you could. I just don't get it. Why would you lease out a software on the cloud? Why wouldn't you own it?
Well, I think a lot of companies are going out like that now. Like, for instance, I use Adobe products like Premiere, After Effects for my video editing, and now it's all subscriptions. You have to pay like $24 a month just to have access to that. That's the way it seems like it's going.
Thelma's got a MacBook Pro, I guess. That's what she's saying. Laptop. Thelma, is that the 13-inch or the 15-inch? Because I wanted a 15-inch, but good God, it was like close to $2,000.
That's why they do it.
Oh, they do it for the money. You're right. But it was almost $2,000, and that was through the BX with me getting a deal.
Well, things done got ridiculous. You know, my grandpa told me that many years ago, though. He said, son, you ain't seen nothing yet. He said, it's fixing to get a lot worse. Worse. That's a good word, ain't it?
Yep. That is. Thelma got the big one, James. She got the one I wanted, the 18. Oh, no, the 18-inch. That must have cost you like close to $3,000. Dang.
Is that the iMac or the trash can one?
No, that's I think that's a laptop.
Oh, laptop? Oh, the MacBook Pro?
Pro, 18-inch? I didn't know they made an 18-inch. I saw the 15 was like 20, wasn't it $2,200 or $2,300 when we looked at them?
Yeah, it's like 23 something.
Because I want that can.
Plus tax.
I want a like a 50-inch monitor on the wall, and then I want that new iMac, the round one that allows you to have like 10 USB plug-ins, and it's like super. But that thing's like $3,500.
The only problem I don't like, as far as I like the operating system, but as far as their processors, they're just now getting into the i7s, and they have so much better processing power that they can use. They're just not utilizing it right now, especially when you're doing heavy. I do a lot of 4K editing, and it bogs it down. So now I got to switch to my Windows PC and use Premiere.
So I'm going to tell anybody that's got an Apple machine, if you love your Word, you can boot camp it or whatever.
Oh, boot
you
camp,
can load
yes.
you can load a Windows product on your Apple and use Windows. But remember this, and I'm telling you, because I read all the forums over at the Mac 9 to 5 and all this other stuff I read. If you boot camp that Word Windows product on your Mac and you don't close it out completely and you leave it on and it's open, you will get attacked with a virus. You will get attacked. That's all I read over there about. I don't know why my Mac's got a virus. I didn't click on anything. Somebody says, well, did you boot? You got Word on it? Yeah. Did you use Word? Yeah. Did you leave it on? Well, yeah, because I was taking a nap and I was going to come back and I forgot about it. Well, that's how you got your virus.
Yeah, because MacBooks or any Mac that you have just won't have any virus on it unless you let something into it. They're very secure.
You can still get a virus. You can still click on something that you're not supposed to.
Oh yeah, that's
you
true.
can, but it's like
it's harder.
It's like a 99.9% chance you won't get one.
Yeah.
What the hell is Nathan doing?
Looks like he's looking. He just showed. Looked like some kind of football jersey. He's showing the shop, I guess.
Oh, cool, man. Let's Let's look at the shop. I've been wanting to see that shop. Hold on, Nathan.
Wow, look at all those shelves.
Wow, that's what, somebody was asking about his shop. Look at that, man. Look at his storage area. That's so neat.
Nice setup. Is that in a garage or something?
No, this is my upstairs bedroom.
Oh, okay.
I have the
Dude.
whole upstairs.
Wow, that's cool.
And then
So what's in the file cabinets? Is that all smalls?
like that.
Smalls, yeah. Smalls
It's
rock,
just-
man. I love smalls.
They're easy to ship. They're easy to pack. They're make a little bit. And people say, well, you can't make no money off of them. Well, you can too.
Oh,
You
you
do it.
can. You make it because the shipping don't cost nothing.
And you can pack 10 in time it packs one big ass stereo.
Yeah. I'm impressed, man. Look at all that.
That's
a lot of inventory.
I've got these things here full of books. They're like what am I? There's two of them. They're like Great American Courses.
Yeah.
And then I have a lot of stuff downstairs, in the garage. The garage pretty much full. But this is a very handy item.
Dynamite.
I have my computer hooked up to my big screen. This is what I do my packing slips on because I believe in sending packing slips. I do a little packing there, a little bit. And then most of my pictures come here. I need brighter lights, but there's two of those. And then I have the ring light over there. And of course, Chad's right on. And then I have more clothes in here. These have been listed. These have not. And I just got a few little odds and ends, but
Little.
Little.
I love my job though.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
See if I think turn this thing around again.
So you mentioned packing slips, Nathan.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask the people in the chat. How many of you guys here that sell, whether it's on eBay or whatever venue, Poshmark, how many of you send packing slips? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I always put a packing slip. That's a thank you note with my my logo on it, and then any websites I want them to go and look at later. How many of you guys do packing slips as well? Kathleen does packing slips.
Looks like Nathan just left.
Oops, he's got the link.
Okay.
So, Tanya, you don't do packing slips. Shame on you, and you're a posh ambassador. Shame, 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 shame. Hedwig, always sends, he always sends one.
I knock myself off some kind of way, but yes, I always send a packing slip, and I put a thank you thing on it, and I also I want to put it. I believe in signing it by hand, and I also believe in the fact that you should treat your $7 customer just as good as you treat your $200 customer. Take just as much time to pack his properly, theirs properly, and do the same thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
They've been talking about the free returns. I ain't had no problem. The only thing I've had return is two things that were tore up. And then I had one guy said that something was missing in electronics, and it could have been, it was $10. And what did I do? I gave him his $10 that quick. He didn't ask for a return. He just sent me a message.
Yeah.
It's worth the $10 not to worry about it. Like I tell people, I said, y'all probably got them Walmarts out there where y'all live at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. All right. How many times have you ever been in a Walmart that you did not see at least one or two people standing in the return line?
Oh, a bunch of them, for sure.
It's part of business. And if you make a mistake, you got to own up to it. It just, just happens that way, And I make mistakes. I'm pretty good at them mistakes, So, but oh well. But I'm fixing to have to go down there and check on my dog.
Okay.
And everything. And I put a video of my dog on the YouTube a while ago.
Oh, cool. We'll have to check it out.
Yeah, he's a beagle. His name Woody Dog. So y'all have a good one. I love each and every one of y'all.
Thanks
We love you too,
on.
Nathan, and thanks for coming on. And everybody, let's keep the prayers going for Nathan's mom, and all our moms and all our dads, but Nathan's mom, because they moved her now into the therapy, which is good. So let's keep pushing that, okay?
And I want to say one other thing before I go. I don't know a whole lot about everything, but if you do have a question, you can definitely feel free to ask me, because I have absolutely no problem helping people. I be in thrift stores and people get mad at me for saying the things I do. No, there's plenty of stuff out here for everybody. Yep. So y'all have a great day. I love y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you too, man. I like Nathan. He's a good guy, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's a good guy. And he mentioned something about the free returns. How many of you guys are doing the free returns? Because when I offered returns, I always got back. I never got back the same item that I sold.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that keeps me from doing that. So are you guys actually doing the free returns? Are you finding that you have any issues, or has your returns increased?
I haven't even. Yeah, I don't do free returns on mine.
See, I do like Elizabeth, 30 days, buyer pays for the ship back. And you know what? I didn't get a return request, but I read the feedback. Guy said, awesome, quick shipping, awesome item, but the eagle fell off. Remember those money clips?
Oh, yeah.
So he didn't even contact me. So I went straight over to PayPal. I refunded him the whole $12 and some change or whatever it was, wrote him a note and said, hey, we checked these. I didn't, I can't believe that it fell off. And so we checked them again. And if you put them in your pocket, it's just a poor mounting job. That's why I got them so cheap. I guess I didn't know. So I gave him his money. He said, you didn't. It's like you didn't have to, but that's not how I do business.
Yeah, it seems like it was like hot glued on or something. Because remember, after we got that message, I went back there and checked one more and just kind of messing with it, and the thing popped off on me easy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's right, Tanya.
She said, we're not Macy's.
Exactly. So, man, Nathan, like I say, guys got some information. Like I said, I never knew about the ladies' products. I mean, I've been trying the clothes thing, but the makeup, I would have never thought about that stuff. eBay is pretty much streaming process. Nonetheless, when I return something, they just send me the label. I think I feel better. If they're going to be trouble, they're going to be trouble. Yeah, you know what? I think even if you gave free returns, if you got a customer that's just always in a bad mood, or he just likes to screw with people, it doesn't. Free returns doesn't guarantee you a good feedback. Doesn't guarantee you anything. So what I don't like is eBay's trying to be like Amazon, so I don't even get a chance to protect myself with their seller, what do they call it? Seller protection? Bull.
Oh, yeah.
There is no seller protection, man. Unless you catch the buyer comment in a back and forth in a message, unless you get them to admit to it, they won't do anything, man. Even if you got hard ass proof, you know.
Yep.
And they'll go ahead and just send them the label and charge whatever you charge it. Like I have a credit card to the account. My credit card was getting popped for shipping labels left and right. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And I went over there and I thought, well, we had these in dispute. I'm waiting to hear from eBay. eBay decided to rule in the buyer's favor. So that's why I don't do free returns. You know what? If somebody's looking at my stuff and they don't want to buy my shit, fine. Don't buy my, as Mike says, don't buy my junkage. Don't buy it. Somebody else will buy it. They'll be happy. They'll get a nice packing slip, a thank you note, you know, that'll be packaged properly. It'll arrive fast. You don't want to, you know, if you don't want to buy from me because I don't have free returns, then to hell with you. I don't need your dirty money.
Yeah.
All right, rant over. Rant's over. That's why I like Posh. Unless you really screw up and you don't identify anything that's wrong with the product you're selling, and they buy it and they go, oh, well, it doesn't fit. Well, I gave you all the measurements and the sizes. Was there anything else wrong with it? No. Okay. And Posh is like, too bad. So sad. Go ahead and sell it. Buy another. I like that. But I can see a return on a legitimate reason. But for somebody to do an item not as described when you know it was described and what you shipped, see, eBay still doesn't protect the seller. So,
yep.
Yeah, I don't do free returns on any items that ships prior. Well, you don't. I don't do any free returns on anything. First class, priority, UPS, FedEx. I don't care. That right, Thelma. Posh forces buyers to pay attention to a listing. Exactly. Not like eBay. They look at the picture, up, and they buy. They don't read anything further in there. Even if that listing says sold as parts, non-working, they don't care. They looked at the pictures. Hey, I need that. You know, people, that's why we should encourage our young people to read. Don't just look at pictures. Okay? Learn to read. Reading is important. I know teachers try to teach kids to read, can't make them read, can't make them do it, then hold them back. If they can't read, hold them back.
Yeah, we have enough illiterate people out here.
Yeah, it'll make a better eBay buyer or a better Posh buyer.
Must be the millennials.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Tanya. I offer returns, but not free ones. I didn't mean to go on a rant. Sorry about that, guys. But teachers do a great job. You know, it's not so much. It's like I hate parents that blame the teacher. Well, Susie's having problems. You're just not paying attention. You don't send your kid to school for a damn daycare center. Teachers are not babysitters. And I'm only saying that for this video when it posts up on its own. Anybody that has been through it this long, if you're watching this video after it's gone up and you say, and you hear me ranting about teachers not being daycare nurses or daycare workers and they're to discipline and be responsible for your kids. If you love teachers, put down in the comments below when you see this, we love teachers. Let's see how many people post in the comment after this goes live. Because I'd be interested in that because I see too many and I hear too many people complaining about, well, they're not getting this at school. And then what are they? They're latchkey kids. Parents aren't even there. So I didn't mean to rant about that, but I just get tired of but put that I love teachers afterwards when you're watching this video. But I do love teachers. And I had great teachers. And I had teachers that kicked my ass. And I learned, but it wasn't their job, but they saw something in me that I didn't see. And I had parents that were proactive. They stayed on my butt. And it was like, you're going to get held back. And there's 3 summers I had to do summer school. So, you know, and I'm not mad at my folks for that.
Thelma says, I love most of them, but some of them got to go.
Well, there are some that the tenure does protect, Thelma. I agree with you on that. There are some teachers that shouldn't even be around our kids. But the unions and the tenure, what are you going to do? You know, it's like every kind of person shouldn't be around our kids or some people. I mean, it's just like that with everybody. So, but yeah, our teachers don't get enough credit. Nurses don't get that much credit. There's a lot of people that don't get a lot of credit. So for those of you that are watching this later, post down there, I love teachers. So we can get this thing go viral and the teachers know that we love teachers. Hey, Don. Don Maserati's in the house.
What's up, Don? What's up? Good to see you.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on here.
What happened?
Nothing. I was checking something.
Oh.
I gotta try to freeze this. Hold on, I gotta go back here. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm cool. I'm all good. So anyway, anybody else got it? Oh, my dad was a coach teacher, and I'm checking the chat. And principal, I didn't go into teaching because of such low pay. Public schools and teachers need help. Yes, they do. The good teachers deserve the good pay. The lousy teachers need to get a boot in the ass and get kicked out. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I offended any of you underperforming beta teachers. We need alpha teachers of the highest order. They coach our future. That's right, man. See, I love how the chew the fat, it can go. I mean, I learned about beauty care products for women. Learned how well Nathan's mom was doing. We talked about AirDrop and Mac products and Apple products and Windows products. I like how this channel goes, you know. And we talked about wrestling. I mean, who would have thought? You know, we'd have talked about wrestling. So I want everybody to know that's in the chat. I love all of you guys. Every one of you, you're my besties. You're all my favorites. I love all you guys. You're awesome people. And I do owe some comments on the last video I put up. So I'm letting y'all know if you commented over there on the last video, I'm behind. I'm a little behind, but I'm going to get caught up. I like to reply to all of the comments. Yeah, the peeps list is growing here. I'm going to have to do something for my peeps, man. What am I going to do for my peeps? I think if we can get me to 500, I might do a $50 or bigger Amazon card through email. Through email, so you guys can buy whatever the hell you want. That way, anybody overseas can get involved. So let's get this stuff going viral. Let's get these. Well, I love you. I love you too, Cindy and Dawn.
And then whatever they get, they have to come on here. They have to come on here and show it. Yeah,
and if you guys, whoever wins the card, you buy something cool, you got to come on the Chew the Fat and share it.
Yep.
Who's the troll? Adam. Do I need to? Comfortable life as a troll?
Don loves your turd hat.
Yeah, Don.
You're gonna wear that every week?
I might wear it every week.
Or are you gonna? You have a Deadpool one that you need to show. That's
pretty cool. I don't want to ruin my Deadpool.
You don't want to wear it?
Well, I like to wear my caps like this, you know, rounded, and the Deadpool has to stay flat.
Oh,
you know, like all the homies wear it, and I just don't. I don't want to bend it. Because the first thing I'll do when I put it on, I'll do this. You know, I'll grab it and I'll start bending it.
Yeah.
Because that's the way I wear caps. That's Charles. Who is Charles? Help us out there, Ansley. Who's Charles? I didn't think it was a troll. Of course, I don't know. Who else wants to be a moderator to help us with the trolls? Nobody?
We have one wrench. That's Adam.
Yeah. Oh, he hated public schools. That's why he deleted the comment. Hey, Thelma, you want to be a wrench?
Don wants to be a wrench.
Don, you want to be a wrench?
All right, Don. Mustache will.
I'll make you guys a wrench because I don't know the first thing about I don't know the first thing about moderating.
Elizabeth says, "LOL, ladies fighting over mod job."
But it's Ask Thelma will not. Well, don't ask Thelma because I couldn't stop her troll fest. What do you mean by that? Was she up? Where were you whacking trolls, Thelma?
Just whack them.
So Thelma's new name is the Troll Hunter?
There you go.
Too funny. All right, we got some mods. I'll make Thelma a mod. I don't care. I'll make everybody a mod. Yeah, she's right. The more the merrier. Made you one, Thelma.
Butcher's mustache.
She got super attacked. Oh, was it during today's show? Or one of the prior shows that she did? Cindy will be my mod. Right on. There you go, Cindy. You're officially a moderator now. Refresh your screen and you should see your name blue with a wrench. You're welcome, Ansley. I need good mods, man. I need people watching my back. Because I'm sure I'm going to say something that's going to piss somebody off. Sooner or later, hell, I say stuff pisses me off, you know. But, you know, I'm not that kind of guy. Nobody tells me what to do. Not even me tells me what to do. Man, I wish I was at that show Friday, Thelma, to see I'd have been in there whack-a-moling that guy like crazy or whoever it was. Man, let's make everybody blue. Then we'll know who the trolls are. And you're already there, This and That Creations. What's your real name? Do we know you? Yeah, all the ladies are lovely in blue.
Ladies in blue. That are ladies in red.
Mary, we were all whacking them. Man, I'm gonna tell you what. I would hate to meet these ladies. Oh, Kathleen, that's right. KM Riggs. K Riggs or 100 or whatever. That's Kathleen. She changed her name. That's right. She makes James. I was on where was it? It was Sandy's show. Was it Sandy's or was it Sandy's last night? Somebody was talking. Kathleen, don't you make jewelry out of keys? Sam Pepper out of the UK. Oh, figures. Figures. Well, I don't know. I went over and checked you out, Kathleen. It changed the name from the Kim. Oh, no, it didn't change. You still have the Kim Riggs 100. And then the This and That Creations, when I went over there, I clicked on the thing to, check your channel. It shows it separate. I had to subscribe, so I subscribed. Yeah, I'm interested. Cherry's got a good question. Why did they target you, Thelma? See, I don't get it, man. All these people are really cool in here. I mean, every now and then you have a bad day, right? I have a bad day, and I could be the biggest asshole around. But for the most part, I'm not that way. So, I can't picture Thelma, or I mean, just the ones I'm naming off the top of my head: Thelma, Elizabeth, Tanya, Ansley, Mary, who I've just met recently, Vanessa. Any of these women, I can't picture any of them doing anything to piss anybody off. I mean, I just don't get it. Wait a minute, really? Oh, maybe I didn't change it right. I don't know. You got two channels, I think, because Kathleen. Because when I went over there, it showed, I think, the videos that were under your KM rigs, or maybe it did lose it, and I had to resubscribe because it's a new name, even though it's the same channel. So that may be what happened. There's a guy on YouTube. I can't remember his name. Adam Will or William something. He's been around for a while, and he runs like the biggest game channel on YouTube with over 5,000 videos. And he does live training on YouTube. And he's got one on how to handle trolls. I haven't watched it yet. It's about an hour long. What I'll do is, let me go find his channel. And I was going to watch it. That might be pretty helpful on the troll thing. Go ahead, James. Take over while I while I find his website.
Sure, sure. Well, what was that? Hold on a second here. Oh, my computer screen just messed up here. Not like some dead air over here.
Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air. Okay.
You found it?
I got him, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to put the I'm going to put up the link. Okay, its name is, oh crap, I forgot his name already. How can I do that? It's Andrew Wall is his name, and he does training and stuff, but he runs a gaming channel too. So check out Andrew Wall. Yeah, the troll stuff's got to stop, man. That's his channel, and then I'll go get the link for the troll video.
Yeah, Mike, you need to make me a wrench.
Well, who's a wrench? You mean you?
Yeah, Mother's Mustache was asking.
Oh, I haven't made you a wrench?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's because I just thought you were automatically. I'll make you one. I'll make KatyTrader a wrench. There he is. Okay. How to I'm just going to say how to deal with trolls. I don't know what the actual title is, but oh, my fire alarm, my smoke detector.
You been smoking in your room?
Yeah, smoking in the boys' room.
That should be our next topic for next week, how to deal with trolls.
Yeah. Yeah, Green Thrift Life says she checks her son's internet history on a regular basis. And you know what? Some psychologists would tell you you're interfering with your child's growth and you're invading his space. My kid got no space. When my kids live with me, they have no space.
Well, they didn't have YouTube back then.
Well, no, but when they were growing up, they had no space. And even if they had YouTube, they got no space. As long as they're living in my house, I can invade their phone, their tablet, their computer. I can invade any of that.
That's what's wrong with kids nowadays, because parents aren't involved too much.
Yeah. So, are they kids or hackers? God, who knows nowadays, man? I mean, I've seen shit 9-year-olds, 8-year-olds. I mean, look at Lily. She knows how to use the laptop. She goes through the YouTube. I mean, kids nowadays are smart, man. Right, Kathleen. They don't get privacy when mom and dad are paying all the bills. Exactly. So if you're following this after it's gone from live and it's posted up, and you're a parent and your kids live with you and you pay their bills, put down in the comments down below so I know that you're still with us. I pay my kids' bills. So I mean, hey, look, I'll share anybody's videos if I think they're worthwhile. You know, like I should probably for the next chat. I know we wanted to do something about because James been wanting to do storage auctions, right, James? You've been wanting to do the storage auctions. So the only guy that I could tell you that I would watch, that I've watched on storage auctions, like I binge on them, is Global Voodoo. And Adam's already put his channel up once, but I'll put up some specific links next week if we talk about it in the chat to some of his videos, because some of this craziness he finds, I mean, you guys got to be careful if you're doing storage auctions and make sure you're wearing gloves, because he runs across hypodermic needles, crack pipes, all kinds of stuff. I'm no troll and don't appreciate being falsely accused. Like you asked when I was commenting with you a couple weeks ago. Oh, first fight went in the 60s. Right, but Charles, I'm trying to, okay, I can't put a face with it. I should have known better, and Charles, I'm very sorry for that. The comfortable life is good, and he's a fellow brother, veteran. So, bro, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know, and I guess you know what do you do again, Adam? Um, Marine, the first to fight, win in '60s. God bless you, brother. Oh, then I'm going to tell you what, Charles. I will be doing a video. I'm going to tell everybody this, and I really want this video when I do it to go viral. Um, I've gotten a couple of emails. I've gotten an email in particular from one gentleman who Lonnie turned him on to my channel, and he bought at the auction the other night. And I have to talk to him and make sure it's okay that I mention his name. He's a former Marine. I think he was in Afghanistan and Iraq and all, and he's got the PTSD going on, diagnosed. And what in our area, we have a place called Camp Hope. And I'm going to do a thing on Camp Hope. I'm going to do a screen share with the, when I do the video, I'm going to do it's not going to be live. It's going to be, I'll tape it, and it's going to show the Camp Hope, what they do, how they support the veterans that have come back from war or haven't, or you've got PTSD or you've got other issues. Because guys, I can tell you, I mean, my war was the Gulf War, and that didn't last very long. But the craziness we got going on nowadays, what is this, like 17 years or whatever, or 11 years in Afghanistan or something like that. And our men and women are asked to go, to go on repeated tours of duty and fight, and I can tell you, being ex-military, I'm at 20 years, all they require you is 4 hours sleep. They're lucky if sometimes you get 2. They can work you 20, 22 hours a day or longer. But then if you're in a war or combat situation, and I'll tell a story about a guy that I went to high school with that went to Nam. He was a year ahead of me. He went to Nam, and I missed Nam when I turned 18 because they wound it down and we pulled out. So, but he's lucky he got to come home. But I'm going to do a full thing about that. We need to help our vets, man. So any kind of information that I can put out there, like I say, as far as veterans go, we take care of our own. And I appreciate anybody that supports the veterans and helps them, whether they're man, woman, their families. And you know what? I'll tell you something, man, because my first wife, Angie's mom, went through it for 10 years. And my second wife went through it for 5 years. Just because your husband or your wife is active duty and you're not, you still suffer and you still have to pick up the loose ends. So the family never gets much credit. The spouse never gets much credit. The kids don't get much credit. So I want you guys to know that just because the vet, we need to treat our vets right when they come home. We don't need to go through that bullshit, that we went through back in Nam when my friends were coming home from the war and people were spitting on them, calling baby killers. We don't need that crap. We should hold our veterans up with high esteem because they are true patriots. Whether you serve on the front line with bullets and bombs, or you're at the back and you're a clerk at the CBPO, and you're working in the customer relations there or whatever, or you're a medic or a nurse or you're a dental hygienist, it doesn't matter. You serve, man. And that makes you a patriot. Okay? I mean, my daddy, World War II, he was in the Navy. He was on an ice cutter up around Iceland and Greenland doing mine sweeps. And I had an uncle, my dad's brother, that was stationed in, I think it was Alaska. And he was one of them that got to fire the gun. He fired a big gun when they thought there was a Nazi submarine coming up the coast. So we have fighters in the family. Like my grandfather, my mom's dad, and then when they were growing up, of course, they're Italian. They had the Japanese internment camps, and then they were messing with the Italians. Because Mussolini, and during World War II, Mussolini, he couldn't decide what side he wanted to be on. He would be on whatever side was winning. So he thought Germany was winning. So they were picking on the Italians. And my mother's father and mother used to help the local Italian kids that were going in the military and all to make sure that they were safe. So And they don't teach this stuff anymore in school, man. All they teach is everybody gets a ribbon for showing up. I pooped today, so I get a ribbon. I mean, come on. They don't teach them history. They don't teach them about all they teach now. I'm going on a rant, guys. I'm sorry. I'll probably end the show with this rant. But nowadays they teach that back in the days, the colonists, they were white supremacists, they were this and that. And I'm not making a political statement. It's just history, man. If you don't like the history of our country and you're not proud of being American and you're not proud of the hard struggle and the work that people made to come in here to this country, and those that came after those people and those that came after the Civil War and those people that came like my grandfather that worked a coal mine and steel mill that had nothing but a third-grade education, if you can't appreciate that and appreciate that kind of life, then I say pack your shit up and move the hell out. Because I don't need no white snowflake, mamby-pamby, everybody kumbaya, you hug everybody and love everybody while they're putting a knife in your back. We don't need people like that. And Adam's right, participation trophies. To all you people that come along after this show, because I know the parents that are in this chat right now don't do this. But any of you that come along and you feel your child deserves a participation trophy, you're hurting them. If they do something and they don't get first place, they're a loser. And they need to learn to lose gracefully, because losing makes them work harder to achieve more. And then they become an asset to this community and the country and not a liability. I'm disabled. I can't walk. I can't wipe my ass. I can't do anything. But I got my brain, and I'm going to be an asset to this family and not a liability. So if you don't have that mindset already and you're raising your kids to accept, I behaved in school today, so I should get a cookie or a prize out of the prize bucket. Bull. You're hurting them. You're hurting your kids. You're hurting your grandkids. You're hurting your nieces and nephews. I had good uncles. I had strong uncles when I was growing up. Uncle George, we used to go visit him in Aunt Olga. Uncle George, the first thing he did was he said, "You want to see something cool?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what?" He pulled his 54 Chevy out of the garage, and because he liked old cars. And he had these boards going across the floor, and I go, "What's that?" He said, "That's the pit. You want to help me change oil?" I said, "Yeah." So I climbed down in the pit. I'm probably like 10 years old. I climbed down in the pit with him. He pulls the car back over. He climbs down the pit. I'm down the pit. He hands me the wrench. He says, "Go ahead, bust it loose." And that's how I got the love of cars, because I had an uncle that spent some time with me. And my dad taught me golf, and we used to do fishing. We used to do all kinds of stuff. So, sorry about the rant. And Mary, you're right. Losing and failing are part of the learning process. Good God, people. It's not wrong for anyone. I lose all the time. I fail all the time. And that just makes me want to be a better person, a better man. And I wish I stayed with the chat. I'm missing something here. Pal. Who was a pal? Was it Hedwig's? I got to go back and look at the chat. I didn't mean to get on a rant, people. It's just, so it was Hedwig's dad. Wow. God bless him, man. We don't God bless enough of our veterans or our first responders. Hedwig's father. God bless your father, man. God bless your father, Hedwig. I would be. I know you're very proud of him. I'm proud of him, and I don't know him, and I'm proud of him because that's that brotherhood that we have. Like, I'm proud of my dad for what he did. My dad's dead now. He's been gone for quite a while, but my dad fought in World War II. I mean, and when they called him up for the draft, he didn't get to choose what he wanted to go into. He said they lined him up and they went Army, Navy, Marines, Air Corps, or whatever, Army, Air Corps. And he said this one guy was afraid he was going to be picked for Marine. So he asked my dad, he said, swap places with me. So dad swapped places with him. He didn't care. And I guess the guy that was calling him out saw it. So when it came up to dad, it's supposed to be like Marines, Navy. They went to my dad, he went Navy, and that guy, they said Marines. So, I mean, that's how it was. You got all called up and they picked you up for a service. But, that's how it is.
Hey, Mike, I'm gonna have to run here.
Yeah, well, we should
It's
wrap
after
this up
6.
anyway. Yeah, we should wrap this up,
Got
guys.
to
I
get
didn't
some
mean to
dinner
go
ready.
on.
So
Yeah, I didn't mean to go on, guys. So the next show will be a little bit more mellower.
hey, you check
Uh,
out Dwayne's show tonight and continue to chat. Or the
yeah,
after party.
yeah, you guys, and go over there and get into that auction and watch what John is putting up.
There's a lot
Okay.
of good people out there.
Yeah, and he's got gonna have good items up for auction. So I guess my rant's over. I'm sorry I took over control of the channel, James.
Oh, you're good.
Sorry
See,
I did, man.
everybody likes to hear you, so it
Well, I
makes
mean,
it even where there's not any dead
I,
air. So
I get on I get on that bet thing, man, and I go crazy. So I love you all too. Everybody, love you all. I'm glad you came. Next week the time may be different. It just depends. So it's probably going to be at 4. I'm going to let you know now if Dwayne doesn't have anybody coming on auction, I'll probably come on at 7 to fill up his space. If he wants me to. If not, then I'll come on at 4, like I always do. Okay. So we'll see you guys. See you guys next week, and maybe we'll see you at the auction tonight. All right.
see you on the
So
flip side.
see you on the other side. All right. Everybody have a great weekend, and God bless you all.
You too. See you later.
Bye bye.